Hey, what's up, my uplifting life partners? This is Ron Simplified Myers. Wanted to come and talk to you on episode number 10 of the 12. What is it? The 12 problems in relationships, the top 12 problems in relationships according to experts. And it's an article that was done by Mark Travers. He's a psychologist, and he wrote this for Psychology Today. I saw the article, and I just thought it would be fun to take all 12 of the topics and give my perspective. And so today we're on number 10, which is social circle issues. Now, because the idea behind this, these are the 12 things that keep people from having intimate relationships. And so the social circle, which could be friends and families, that circle, is there a connection? Because you have to figure out, and I tell people, like for me, for example, Terry had family members that were going to disown her for dating a black guy, which was me, for those of you that don't know. But anyway, that was what was going on. People had asked me and my family, how did they respond? Because those that don't know, Terry was actually Japanese. And so my family, people would ask, how did my family respond? Well, my family was very supportive. I was taught that we make our own decisions. So even if they didn't agree, they know I'm gonna make my own decisions anyway. But that's just kind of the upbringing and stuff. But the bottom line is, we were strong in our relationship because ultimately Terry told the people that we're going to disown her. You're just going to have to disown me because I'm going to be with Ronnie. You have to have a very strong bond that is willing to say, no matter what the social circle says, you're that committed to each other. But with that, you have to understand, if you're the person that is in a relationship and a person is making that decision with you or for you, you got to understand, you got to be willing to be totally committed and know they're the right person, and you're going to make this relationship work. Because like in that scenario, if I tell her to turn on the people, family members that were against her, and then I basically become her family, and then I decide to go out here and leave her out here, because see, as we know, some people are forgiving. Some people will say, I told you so, but they'll accept you back. Some cultures believe in disowning, and they disown. So if you have a person in that scenario and you're basically telling them to cut ties, we've seen the stories of Romeo and Juliet and stuff like that, where people ended up killing each other. I mean, can I kill each other? Woo, hopefully they didn't. But they were willing to die because they couldn't have their relationship. Because folks, that's tough. If you don't have the support of the others in their social circle, they can sabotage your relationship. You got to be able to know in advance the person that you're with is strong enough to make their own decisions in spite of what those others think and say. Because if not, you better stay out of that. Because I know, again, some people go, well, you want to be where all of them care about you and all of them like. My personal opinion, I'm not trying to marry them, her friends and families and her cousins. I'm not trying to marry them. If she's the right one, I'm personally don't care what they think. I know our culture will teach you that you have to take that in because of the sacrifice that you're willing to make, that the person has to make when they do that. But that's again why I said you have to know you, and you have to know the position that you're putting the other person in if you're asking them to walk away from their loved one, if that's the case. And folks, if you haven't made that, I share this all the time with guys. If you don't know, if you're asking yourself, if I lost her, would I be okay? In other words, if we broke up today, would I be okay? And if you say yes, do not send her through that, because you haven't made the commitment that you'll do whatever it takes to be with her. And she needs, if she's going to sacrifice all of that, all of her social circle for you, you better be fully invested. And that goes again, as I always say, it goes both ways. You better both be fully invested if you're going to make that. Because in this case, this is, and those have heard me talk about sacrificing and compromising, this, because I don't believe in sacrificing, but this is a sacrifice because they're taking, because the people that don't agree are going to feel like they lost. And the person who has to give up the family may feel like it's a loss. So there is a loser, because as you know, I say in sacrifice, there's a winner or loser. That's why I don't believe that should happen inside your relationship. But the social people aren't in my relationship with my partner. You guys follow me? And so, again, you got to take all this into consideration, though, because you guys, again, got to remember, if something happens to you that unfortunately, death is, we know, is real. And if you had that person make that sacrifice, now you've left them out here in the world by themselves. If they have that family that's really, really cuts you off and really act as if you don't exist. So when you get in those situations, this is not, so this whole topic here, and that's why they're talking about how important it is. It is very crucial in your decision-making process. So it's always nice if they're on your side. It makes things a lot smoother. You still want to make sure you have a partner that can make their own decisions. But I'm just talking about if they just don't like you for whatever reason, you got to understand going into the relationship, you're getting a person to make a serious sacrifice in order to be with you. All right. As you guys know, it ain't right, it ain't wrong. It is my opinion. Now, run on over to my app, which is located in the Apple Store, Google Play. It's Simplified You. It's the word simplified, the letter U, not the word U, and they are separated. It's Simplified You. It's a free download. I actually have my book, The Relationship Success Handbook, Get Rid of Your Problems, Not Your Partner, inside of the app. So when you download the free app, the book is already there. You can open it up and start reading it. The book is actually for sale on Amazon. I'm not trying to sell books. I'm more interested in getting you to learn to love the person in the mirror, and then also to get your relationships working. So again, as you guys know, if you're not having fun, you should be doing something else. And I look forward to talking to you guys on number 11 of the top 12. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.